Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's an Opera Omnia stream mainly because I don't know if it's going to be tonight or if it's going to be tomorrow when Ardyn comes out, and I don't have enough gems to fully pity him. So, gonna be here, hello, Bill. Gonna be here playing some Opera Omnia for a bit, probably like an hour or so, really. I don't think it'll take too long to get this all sort of, like, squared away. And then afterwards, I'll pimp. And then afterwards, I'll maybe hit up a different game. Because, like, as long as Opera Omnia doesn't, like, there's no restriction playing, like, my mobile games for the most part. So, I got that soundboard farming done. Let's go ahead and swap out this for a more competent team. Let's try knocking that in there. Fuck it. Seems like a decent team comp. Yeah, no. So, yeah, that happened. I believe I mentioned this. Unfortunately, the reason there was no video last week was because I had an essay due, and like the teacher wanted more shit done with it. So I was like, well, fuck, I gotta sit down and take care of this. Regarding the actual, so I did mention this in the last stream as well, but I already got to gold in League of Legends, so I did that by myself over the course of like I think last week. So I don't have to like fucking spam League of Legends next month to get to gold, so that's pretty good. I do have scripts sort of done now for videos and working on a bigger video, so that should start. Hopefully today I can get video out with Mangler reacting to the Versus mod for DMC5 that they made, because I already asked the guy permission if I could do it, and he said yeah, so hopefully we can get that. It feels like it's been a while since I fucking streamed. Also, I might try streaming on this during this run on the Xbox app just to see how that works out, because I do have a. Oh, were you there in the? Good for you. So are you the God of War guy? For context, me and Kyle yesterday were having a debate. Me and Kyle yesterday were having a debate on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, whether or not you could scale King Crimson to light speed based on Silver Chariot. And while personally I kind of disagree without using stand scaling specifically, I understand where Kyle's coming from, given the animation and such. Like it's not a bad stance to take, and it's probably one most people would agree with. I just think that like if you're going to not include the stand stats at all, it's going to be a pretty hard sell. Because I could just argue that King Crimson uses his precog to ignore most of Silver Chariot's better defenses. I think I will have a surprise versus matchup later this week as well. I just need to finally record Ardyn versus fucking not Ardyn versus. Should you pre-order games? Are you asking me on the ethical grounds of pre-ordering, or are you asking me like? I'll be honest. It really depends on how much you want the game. I know that a lot of people on the internet, a lot of people on YouTube will be like, "Don't pre-order games. Don't give them your money," and I'm like. Well, hold on a minute. Like, I pre-ordered DMC5. The second was fucking allowed. So it's like, for me, I'm just kind of like, I can't sit here and say pre-ordering games is inherently bad. How the fuck did you pre-order a PS5? That's the real fucking question on the table. That fucking thing was a shit show. I was thinking about buying both consoles, but then my brother got on my ass like, please don't buy both consoles. Just buy one. Why would you just buy one? Like, don't buy both. Like, work on your background and shit. Alright, Low Bill. Sekiro versus Ghost of Tsushima guy. Pretty sure Sekiro stomps Ghost of Tsushima. Sekiro's like superhuman, and Ghost of Tsushima's like a fucking loser. Oh, I gotta do honor. Oh, they invaded my homeland or whatever. Oh no, dishonor. Blah 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 blah. I don't. As you can tell, clearly I have not played anything of Ghost of Tsushima. In case I didn't give it away. No, so I'm planning to I plan to buy the Xbox Series X, or the fuck. I don't even know if I want to buy the Series X anymore. The Series S is like $200 cheaper and plays all the same fucking games. Like, I don't need 4K resolution and shit. I don't even really need ray tracing unless it's on Minecraft, because ray tracing on Minecraft is god tier. You ever see ray tracing on fucking Minecraft? Good lord, that shit's amazing. Like, fuck, like, I mean, there are a few things, you know, that'll get you a chub outside of sexual content. If ray tracing on Minecraft doesn't even make you feel a little bit like, hot damn, that's amazing, you have issues. Dude, ray tracing on Minecraft? Dude, shit looks fucking immaculate. That looks like a brand new fucking game. Fucking that shit looks like a League of Legends re-update for fucking its visuals. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at League of Legends pre-20. I want to say 2013 is when they released their massive fucking update, and then look at League of Legends now. It's a massive visual overhaul. That's what ray tracing does to Minecraft. I don't even know why the fuck I brought Warrior of Light in here. He's not even doing fucking shit. Are the others dead too? Yeah. I just looked at the thumbnail. Which thumbnail? You should sit down and actually look at it. It's fucking great. Anyways, on the ethical grounds of pre-ordering, I just think pre-ordering consoles is kind of scummy. I like, no offense to Pimp Demon, you know, he just got his PS5, good for him. My problem with the pre-ordering is it can sometimes create an artificial shortage, and that's where I don't like pre-ordering. That's why I'm kind of okay with pre-ordering games, because like there's digital, but you can't really deal with that shit, or you can't really argue for pre-ordering a console, because then that could potentially create artificial shortages like how Nintendo does and shit. I never pre-ordered anything in my life. Really? I mean, okay. I actually pre-ordered the DMC reboot actually when it first came out, because if you pre-ordered it from GameStop, they gave you Virgil's Downfall for free. That was such a good fucking pre-order. Fuck me. That was such... Like, I don't think about that shit too often these days, but they gave me the full campaign for free as long as I pre-ordered it. Oh man, I was so excited. I remember I was like so excited to be able to play as Virgil. See, the problem with pre-ordering too is like, you don't know if the product's going to be good, so you don't know if you're really going to be like spending your money effectively. So like, that's another thing you can argue against pre-ordering. But it's like, really, if you like, it's like people who pre-order Cyberpunk 77. Like, they know what they're getting into with Cyberpunk 77. Or, it's called 2077, right? Or is it called Cyberpunk 2077? I think it's 2077, right? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not too excited for Cyberpunk. I waited until DMC 5 dropped. Oh, no, I pre-ordered DMC 5 like a week in advance, and I bought the collector's edition 2 months in advance. Or whenever that came out. I have Soul Calibur 6 actually. I didn't like it though. When Dead or Alive lost its support, I was like, well fuck, now I need a new fighting game because I want to play a fighting game that sticks around for a while. And it looks like, well, Dead or Alive is still, in my personal opinion, the best fighting game out there in terms of 3D. I tried picking up Soul Calibur. It's not bad, but I really couldn't sit down and learn it all too well. I also didn't want, like, I do want to learn it, but it's like, well, fuck, I'm only going to be playing 2B for the most part, so I'm going to be learning a character who's not even going to come back for the later games, so it's like, oh, it's so fucking... It's one of the things I don't like about learning fucking DLC characters. It's like, well, fuck, they're here for this game, but they're not going to be back for the fucking next game. I was able to get it for 25. Oh, well, good for you, Azure and Valerie. Good for you, getting fucking DMC 5 for $25, you know. I'm glad you're supporting the game. Wait. So you said an Ivy Valentine magnet. What kind of magnet actually, like, what are them? Hang on, let me actually look this up real fast. Ivy Valentine magnet. Yeah, that's alright. Soul Calibur 6 is a storyline. I mean, to be fair, not everyone even got a PS. I'll have to keep this in mind that most people don't like Opera Omnia when it comes to the streams. But unfortunately, it's like I've been playing Opera Omnia more by myself now because I notice it's not the best when it comes to the streams. I understand that, but it's kind of like Ardyn's coming out, and if I'm gonna be spending like 3 hours playing a game this morning, I'd rather get through like most of the Opera Omnia fucking content I haven't been getting through, so that way I can like get Ardyn. Because unfortunately, Gladio, the other Final Fantasy 15 character, comes out relatively soon after Ardyn. So I have to pray to my lucky stars and God that I don't have to pity Ardyn's full kit. Because if I do, I'm fucked. I might not even get his burst weapon, if I'm being honest. Like, Ardyn comes out with his full kit because he's the main villain for 15, so he gets all his weapons, like all the burst and shit. I might not even get his burst weapon just for fucking how absurd the cost is. Like, why would I get his burst weapon when I can just straight up fucking pity, when I can just pity both? I feel like living in Norway gets you much better chances of getting PS5 than wherever Zim lives. Well, I live in America, so, yeah. How does pre-ordering works when you're pre-ordering stuff? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, now I'm confused. Like, so pre-ordering works like this. I give them my money, and then they tell me at this time I'll be able to get the product. That's how pre-ordering genuinely works. Or at least that's how it works in America. I don't know how it works in whatever areas you live in. I don't know. For me, I kind of fucking, like, because you have massive ethical debates in the video game department on YouTube, because everyone and their fucking mother all of a sudden is a fucking expert on the ethics of, you know, everything, and they just criticize the gaming community over fucking everything. I still fucking hate Angry Joe, fucking Jim Sterling, Young E. I still hate those fuckers for how they threw Dead or Alive under the bus, because they're part of the reason the game fucking lost its support. But it's like, I mean, like, they get on fucking everything about it. Like, there's not even any fucking leeway. America too, one of the good things about having... I never ordered anything online, so I don't know how it works. Oh, online ordering is like... I order shit online, but then I got a PayPal. So, like, now I feel a little more secure because I don't have to keep putting in my fucking credit card into every single fucking website. Honestly, if you're going to buy shit online, not sponsored, by the way, you may want to consider getting a PayPal or some sort of third-party program that, like, prevents you from putting your credit card into things. You can just pay with the third-party program. It keeps you much safer. Oh, there you go. Little life lesson for you. Or get disposable credit cards. Honestly, disposable credit cards are like fine, but they cost like $25 to activate. You have to put down a fee of like $25 like every month, and then you always have to fucking like have something in the account, otherwise they fucking cancel it. Honestly, you're better off just getting like a PayPal or something. It's relatively free. I'd rather buy stuff in person amount. Well, I mean, you can't buy like everything in person. Like, I bought like 2 disc plates just to see how disc plates are. Expensive shit. I've already talked about this a couple of times. Disc plates were way more expensive than I fucking realized. I mean, thankfully I have the money for it, but it's like, good lord. Two of their small posters, not even framed, cost fucking $86, and that's after a fucking discount. Fucking absurd. I bought a fucking V poster. Probably gonna put it like right there, maybe. Gotta make sure the camera gets a hold of it. And then I bought a Lewd 2B poster. I'm gonna put that right there probably as well. I'll have to figure out where to put it because I also plan to sit down and actually fucking put my bookshelf in here with my Scott Pilgrim books and stuff in there and a few mangas in there. So I clicked on Discord real fast and I saw someone else joining the call. Hello, Engler.
Hello. Hi, guys. I'm stretching. Hold on.
It's fine.
Stretch completed.
I mean, whenever possible, you should buy stuff in person, I think. I think ordering. Well, fuck. I can't even say that right now because like there's a pandemic going on. So.
Seems chat's lively today.
Yeah, somewhat. They were just asking me like, should you pre-order things? I'm sure you have an opinion on that one.
It's case by case basis for me. Like are we talking games specifically or other stuff? Because I don't think I've ever pre-ordered anything outside of a game. Really,
you pre-order a Yu-Gi-Oh box set?
I definitely not. But I'll be like, hey, you want to buy like 5 of our boxes because our polls are bad? I'm like, no, please.
I could literally press pre-order on Xbox X on my Xbox One right now. Yeah, but the Xbox actually didn't fuck up their whole pre-ordering like Sony did.
So I've only pre-ordered 2 things in my life ever, and that was Cage 3, which I paid with my own money, and then Devil May Cry 5, which was bought I think by my dad as a Christmas present before, it was like December of 2018 or whatever, because it came out in March 2019. So these were games that I waited for a very, 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 very long time. So that was kind of the criteria for me. It's just like they have to have really extrinsic, super specific circumstances for me to want to order you, or if I thought the company was going to go out of business and this was going to be like their last game and I had good reason to think, like very specific circumstances.
So I take it you did not pre-order the reboot DMC?
No, I did not. I think I bought the reboot after a couple months after it came out at like 30 or whatever.
Oh.
It was like cheap. I got the definitive edition for $15.
I actually bought the definitive edition for $5 because it was at a bargain bin at Best Buy.
You scum.
For I have the disc for it. I just never play it. I have never played the definitive edition of the reboot. I've only played the original.
It's actually pretty good. Gameplay wise,
that's what you keep fucking telling me. Doesn't mean that so I've been meaning this. Well, I need to just grab Dark Souls disc and just put it in my fucking Xbox because I still need to beat Dark Souls 3 because apparently my opinion's invalid until I beat it according to one person.
I just want you to suffer.
I want you to suffer on stream so all can see. Fuck, it's like I can't even fucking play Dark Souls on fucking stream because it's gonna be delayed by 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
It's so fucking. How much does it cost on PC? I'm pretty sure my PC can run. Oh fuck! But then I have to play Dark Souls on PC, and that'd be even fucking worse. Never mind. Just gonna ignore that. Just gonna throw that one in the back of my fucking head. At least Angry Joe didn't ruin DMC5. Angry Joe doesn't really go after popular things unless it's super fucking bad. Like the only fucking popular shit he'll go after specifically is like microtransactions and Madden EA. He doesn't really have opinions that are directly fucking like super bad in reference to what everyone else thinks, in my personal opinion. I've never really seen him take a massive fucking stance against other things. Except maybe Destiny. I think he bitched about Destiny, but then everyone was bitching about Destiny at the time.
Rip Mixer? Yeah, Rip Mixer. I kind of like it a little bit more than Twitch. It's a little bit more convenient.
Okay, so do you know if Facebook Gaming has the same latency as Mixer did? Because I
have no idea.
Because I know Microsoft was trying to. Everyone bitched about Destiny. All right, yeah. So Angry Joe doesn't have like. I'm not gonna say Angry Joe's reviews are bad or they're inaccurate. I personally think his reviews are pretty good for the most part. I do disagree with several of them, but I don't think he's a bad reviewer. I think if you know what you're getting into with Angry Joe, you just know what you're gonna get out of his review. Which is what a reviewer is. You look for people who like what you like, and then you go off with them.
Demon, you, me, Mangler,
ever
Dark
going to
Souls,
Power Skill Blade Fuck no! No! Is Angry Joe the voice of the internet for everyone in terms of streams? Lol, no hate though. No, I get it. Like he's earned his fucking crown. He's earned his place at the top.
It's in his name. I don't really watch his video. The one video I think I watched was when he gave the base DMC reboot like a 7 out of 10. And I was like, that seems like a dumb take.
What would you give the base reboot?
Like a 5.
Are you fucking no? Your objectivity has disappeared into the wind. It seems. Like so.
Like he was talking about the definitive edition, and he said like ignoring the story, 7 out of 10. I'd be like, all right, fair.
So he actually says something about that in his actual video because you know at the time people were review bombing it hard. They were giving it like 1s and 2s on Metacritic.
Oh yeah.
He actually talked because I actually remember watching that because it had this really weird music video at the beginning, and it fit well for the review. But it's like, what the fuck is this? And he was just out right there saying like people are review bombing and giving it a 1 or a 2, but it's not a 1 or a 2. Like these people haven't played a 1 or a 2 game. You know, this is like a 1 or a 2 game, and I had to agree with him on that one. He made a good point there. Like, yeah, I get people are upset that the reboot happened, but like the reboot wasn't a bad game objectively.
Yep, it wasn't a 1 or a 2. It was definitely higher than that. I agree.
It's like, yeah, dude, complete agreement. We're on the
Because
same page.
five is 5 times higher than a 1. Definitely. There's no... 5 is below average, so it's not like
all right, fine,
terrible.
Fine. Base game with Dante, 5 out of 10. Virgil's Downfall, 7 out of 10. Just Virgil's Downfall, not even the rest of the fucking game. Just Virgil's Downfall. I think we can all agree on this one.
That's the majority of everyone would say for the game for 7 out of 10 for me. For the first time in Devil May Cry games, I would still give it an 8 or a 7 out of 10.
The reboot...
I think it depends on which Devil May Cry game you're playing.
The reboot, in my personal opinion, doesn't deserve anything less than like a fucking 6. Because it's not a bad game. It's not. Does it have issues? I agree. Absolutely. It's got some issues. But it's not... Is Reboot Dante stronger than most people think? I don't know. It depends
what do most people think of Reboot Dante?
I'll say, like, because I say planet level, but my Virgil's Downfall comic right beside me would say that the Limbo is infinite. Therefore, they're 2C.
Funny thing, if you went into the subreddit and you asked them, like, how powerful Normal Dante is, they're just, like, not even planet level. And I'm like, so you think reboot? And then hang on. But then you're like, so do you think the reboot is stronger because it has earth-shattering statements? They'd be like, fuck no.
I'm going to rephrase my statement.
What was that downplay I just mentioned? Nope.
Someone literally asked on the subreddit, like yesterday, is Dante stronger than Mundus now?
Like, and
I just had to die inside.
Did you play DMC 2?
You play any DMC game ever?
Did you watch the anime?
No, okay, so there was a guy who argued that the DMC reboot was 2C because you could argue Limbo was technically infinite, and also I think you could argue it had some separate space-time. But that also is depending if there's different dimensions. No, was he arguing for 2A DMC reboot, or was he arguing for 2C?
I think it was 2C.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because then, I mean, I do believe planet level is a fair area to put them in, given what we have for statements. A lot of people are saying it's just multi-continent level, but I'm like, no, they get way stronger, and Dante casually does this. It was 2C?
I mean, I think you could argue Limbo would be 2A if it was separated by an infinite number of dimensions. That'd be a lower form of 2A because it wouldn't be universes.
And I had to count out every dimension we knew in DMC to get fucking 20. And that was including the 9 fucking circles of hell from Dante's Inferno that we just gave a fucking freebie.
Does he realize that there's like almost 20 in like mission 18 and 19 of DMC3 alone?
No. I went through it, Mangler. I fucking went through it. And okay, so let me break this down for you because I was like, all right, well maybe Mangler's on something here. Okay. So, there's the Road to Despair, which is where the statues are at, before you go into the chess room. Then there's the chess room. Oh, okay, no, you're referring to the I'm pretty sure the DMC3 guidebook calls those dream states. You're referring to the boss rooms, right? I'm pretty sure they're referred to as dreams.
Yeah, but they're also dimensions. Like, they'd still be dimensions of reality, even if they are dreams.
Oh, okay, so that's what you...
Because they're separated, they're literally separated by portals. You have to get there by portals, and you have to leave by portals. So, my point for making saying the Demon World was 2A was the fact that the Demon World is confirmed to be infinite in size.
Would Noctis beat Reboot Virgil? I'm still power scaling Final Fantasy as well, but I put down the back burner for my college stuff. similar to the Dead or Alive video, because even though I want to talk about Dead or Alive power scaling, I know most of you guys don't care about that, so I put that video on the back burner as well. I'm trying to get some other videos out that you guys might be interested in. The only thing I'm not going to give up is the League of Legends power scaling, because that's like super easy, because actually versus BattleWiki is fairly accurate and fairly thing there. Good night, Gerard.
Gerard, why are you saying good night if you just got here?
I think it's nighttime where he's slumber time. Sleep time.
Don't be sleepy.
Oh, that's rich coming from you, Mangler.
I know. So the reason I say, like, technically when I say 2A, it's more of like a lower form of 2A, because like 2A to me is just like an infinite number of dimensions that exist in the fourth dimensional level.
It's
because
too dark, Weezer.
the only quantitative difference between that and like I guess the Marvel multiverse is a good example, is that the reason why we use universes as an example of 2A is because universes are the highest standard of measurement we have. Otherwise, we'd be using galaxies. We don't use multiverses because multiverses are just a collection of universes, meaning universes would have to be the highest base standard of measurement. And they're the highest way that we can measure amounts of space and time at one point.
Good night, Gerard. Good luck with your work later.
It's 2:21 p.m., but I gotta sleep. Oh, I'll have fun. Sleep well. So I simply say, since the demon world is infinite in size, because it's stated to be endless darkness, crucible of chaos, demon world is referred to be as the darkness. And when we see the demon world in the DMC games, they're represented as separated dimensions of space and time. There is no large hub world or anything. I'm not claiming specifically that there can't be one. I'm saying if there had been one now, we would have seen one. It would have been referenced. It would have been acknowledged by any of the demon kings. It would have been acknowledged by literally anybody who has an authority on the positions of hell, which would include all the leaders of the circles of hell. My point is simply that the games demonstrate that hell is broken up into the underworld is broken up into separate dimensions of space and time. Yes. And if the demon world is infinite and the space is infinite, then I argue, therefore, based on the dimensions, that the infinity is separated by separated dimensions of space and time.
Okay, hang on.
Which to me would be 2A, because the only quantitative difference between that and using an infinite number of dimensions that are universe size is that these dimensions aren't confirmed to be universes.
Red Dusk, I need you specifically to elaborate on what the fuck you're asking.
Talking about Dante's Inferno or DMC? DMC, of course.
Okay.
We're talking about Dante's Inferno.
So, Gerard, or Unknown Hero, regarding Noctis versus Reboot Virgil, if we scale Reboot Virgil to planet level, because there are planet level statements for Noctis, so to speak, because you could argue that Ifrit burning apart the planet is your multi-continent to planet level. Let's just say planet level at like full power Noctis, because he does become stronger than Ifrit by a massive margin. Noctis would fucking stomp the Reboot hard. I'd argue Noctis, if you equalize them against even Dante, like right now, he'd probably have a really good chance of beating Dante's power set.
Don't you just say that like Noctis with all stats equalized beats most people?
He beats most conventional people, yeah. If you're fighting in a conventional sense, he's probably gonna beat you, yeah. Because Noctis.
What do you define as conventional?
Basically anything that's just full on like reality warping erasure. Like, if Thanos were to snap his fingers and he's an equalized level, well, actually, can Noctis not? I might just skip all the Final Fantasy games, just get to Final Fantasy 15 to scale. Personally, I do think you can scale all the protagonists to each other, so I do believe you could argue for a Universal Plus level Noctis, because he should scale to people like Lightning based on Dissidia in general. But I understand that people like Neo don't like that scaling.
Publixby asks, would you guys not be surprised if we got a DMC Devil May Cry 2 since Insuno would like to make a sequel? I would be surprised if we got that, because Insuno says, well, he would like to see that. He says Ninja Theory would have to develop it.
And Ninja Theory is now fucking telling me that Goku finally realized to himself, hey, maybe I should defend my universe? So he finally stopped being a selfish prick?
Character development?
Impossible. What?
I should really check out that chapter.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't have anything specifically against Goku. I want to make that clear. I don't like hate the character or anything. It's just that Goku's been portrayed so differently in most medias that like because in the anime in the Frieza saga, he already accepted he should be defending like the universe. The writing has gone to shit.
I mean, he literally says, "I am the hope of the universe."
You know, a lot
when
of
he transforms into a Super Saiyan. So.
Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Okay, Red Dusk. So Red Dusk did ask a question. Let me scroll up to read it again. Let's see right here. Is the argument story comes first a good argument against down players? Absolutely. You could easily argue that a narrative would weaken a character specifically, but you don't even have to go super fucking hard into it. For example, in DMC5, people would be like, I remember someone saying this is like a joke to me, but I know it's an argument someone can make, where it's like, how can Nero be faster than light if he couldn't catch up to the van during the actual, cutscene where the trees falling apart?
How does Dante have infinite speed if, like, he takes time to fly with Cindy to Urizen's boss room? And I'm like, I don't think that's, like, a consistent example of demonstrating that. Because, like, we know these characters are stronger than previous versions who have consistent examples of feats. And they're not, like... And there's even characters that are stated to be more powerful than characters that were referenced at earlier points in the series. So it would be consistent power scaling. So you couldn't even use that as a story-based argument because it gets overridden by prevailing canon.
What I was going to say specifically is that even ignoring that speed feat, Nero could just grapple onto the van and get on there, but he doesn't. Like, Nero has other options to get on there that he just doesn't do. Or we can say he can't do those?
To understand that, like, it's not a plot-induced stupidity moment even. Like, a lot of characters don't actually realize certain things that they're capable of, because Nero does think of himself as human. He constantly questions about whether or not he's a demon. So he genuinely just thinks of himself as a really strong human. So...
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it, Bissunner. Go ahead and
guess
finish
he also... he also has, like... in terms of, like, fucking demonic power, we also have very little showings of, like, Nero actually sensing other people's demonic power. So...
I hate that I have Vaughn's LD. It's so shit.
You know how a lot of times characters have abilities like hacks or speed blitz right away, which would end the story in certain circumstances, but the writer has the character not do it and the struggle continues. A lot of down players use these moments for their arguments to downplay a character. Yeah, usually. Because sometimes there are reasons like an author has a character not use a certain ability because they want to have a fight a specific way. And sometimes they don't choose to explain it, and we call that plot-induced stupidity usually. But then people argue, well, therefore this character doesn't have the ability, or Dante hasn't used Doppelganger or Quicksilver ever after 3, therefore he doesn't have it.
I don't even use Vaughn. Like, he's so shit.
What is Vaughn?
Vaughn is a character in Opera Omnia who I got all of his weapons for. I just don't use him because he's such a bad fucking character.
Ooh.
The writer does have a right for there to be a story, but I think the writer also needs to understand that maybe you need to give a little concession there to, like, when things are absurd and when they're not. I'm not going to sit here and say you can use that as a valid argument to counter feats specifically, but, like, a writer should know better, in my personal opinion. But maybe it's because I'm trying to be a writer. Maybe it's like, well, I know, like, one character in my series would fucking destroy everyone and everything, so it's like, yeah, like, no. Can't write him weaker.
1A everything?
It actually technically would be, but it's a little more complicated than that. Don't you dare bring up fucking... I know you only heard it once, but don't you dare bring up the almighty joke.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what you were referring to until you said almighty.
I was
like,
literally...
oh, yeah.
I was literally telling... Like, I was talking to Kyle yesterday about, like, how I wanted him to do some artwork for it, and Kyle's like, well, as long as he's standing over Victorious in the Soul Sign. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. That's not the cover of the
beautiful.
book.
That's Kyle sharp as ever.
Fucking never misses a beat. But I did beat him in it. Well, I guess I didn't really beat him in a debate yesterday, but, like, we had a debate yesterday about JoJo's. I know it's not your forte, but it's like, what? This motherfucker just went straight into the fucking burst. Are you fucking kidding me?
I thought you guys were all talking about DMC. I was hanging with a friend at the time. I was like
No,
an hour
okay,
and a
so
half, 2 hours into the call. I'm
that
like,
was
I'm doing well, and then I
that
get added, and I'm like, oh great.
that was earlier. Then what ended up happening is that Cyber showed up, and Cyber let us know a couple of like interesting details.
About
Well, that battle, like next
yeah.
season's apparently going
I was
to.
just like that was gonna be my first guess, but go ahead.
Next season's
shut up
going
now.
to be about popular matchups, but I kind of disagree with that notion because he let us know of a couple of matchups. I'm not going to talk about them here for obvious reasons.
Definitely.
And a lot of those matchups didn't really make sense to me as a whole, I'll be honest.
Well, like, what would you don't need to talk about what he was like mentioning, but like, what would be an example of like a popular matchup? Would that include things that are returning, like
no,
like
no,
a
no,
rematch
no,
or
no,
something?
no. You already know one matchup. It's a really popular matchup. It has a lot of history. It's been debated a lot by people who don't know how to power scale. You already know it in your head. It involves PS3 franchises. No. One PS3 franchise in particular, and another game that it's always compared to.
I could probably figure that out with enough time.
One of them happens to have
like,
lightning.
So okay. No more no more hints. I was gonna say, so would that include? Does that include rematches? So, like, for example, if there was a new Goku versus Superman,
No.
would that be like?
As far as I know, no. I think they're kind of done with the whole Goku versus Superman thing.
Well, I'm just using that. I'm just using that as an example. I'm saying, would they be doing like any kind of rematches?
As far as I know, no. I'll just do it with their skill card away. No reason to.
Because now I might be interested in going back and checking out. Well, the problem is that while I am versed in some Marvel stuff, I'm not versed in a lot of DC stuff. So I can go back and watch Iron Man versus Lex Luthor, but I don't know shit about Lex Luthor.
Hey, Abyss Hunter Abyss Hunter. Who's better, 9 or the guy from Final Fantasy X? Because I'm trying to decide which one to get before I fucking just hardcore save for Ardyn. Just bought the 2 Surge games. Don't know what that is.
Give us a hint. Say it again. I missed it because I was about to get some pizza. That's why.
It involves a PS3 exclusive franchise with a lightning-based character and a game it's always compared to, or always sort of versus.
No one knows. No one knows. It's okay.
No one knows what.
No one knows. How does Send DT work in DMC5 gameplay wise? Do you think Virgil is going to be in V the same way the Bard's going to be a DT? Or so here's my thoughts on the situation. I've said this before. I don't think the Send DT that we see Virgil have is going to be used as his normal DT, because the gameplay footage has already shown us that it has not only has a startup animation with an explosion, which is not like normal DTs in the series. In fact, the closest thing we can compare it to is the DT explosion mechanic from 3, but that wasn't as a result of the base DT activating. That was you charging the. This is just him activating the. He blows people away and has a startup animation, and the camera pans to him, which is what happens when Dante goes into Send DT.
Oh, are you the one who read that one? I used to read that one. Sorry.
Nero's DT does throw people away. Nero's DT has stagger, but his DT is a perfect cancel, and it doesn't pull the camera towards him though. That's the difference. Also, Nero's DT doesn't mess with the atmosphere, whereas Virgil's Send DT.
Yes, but I'm going to delete your message anyway. Virgil's DT when he's doing judgment cuts Virgil's Send DT when he's doing judgment cuts in the SE trailer shows the atmosphere getting super bubbly in a blue manner, the same way that Dante's does when he goes into his Send DT. Yeah, I'd like to get 9's full kicks. I do want to build up Type 0, but it's Ardyn comes out fucking in 2 days.
When Nero's DT pulls the camera. No. Nero's DT doesn't pull the camera.
So, by any chance, did you notice what Virgil says when he DTs or no?
Says this is power.
Yeah, so
he went his entire career from I need more power to this is power.
Finally, I've made it.
Well, I was also gonna say here's the thing. I just don't think V's super move is gonna be Send DT. because he already has concentration. That's confirmed. We know he's going to have a Sin DT meter because Dante has one. They're twins. He's going to get one. And he's going to have a normal DT. So this man is going to have at least 3 bars sitting underneath his health.
I want every version of his character to have a different fucking super move.
So the thing about V's move is that that's an asset that exists in the game already. The mod is actually pulled. It's an unused V move that was pulled out of the game. And it doesn't actually have any, like, proper animations. It's just V doing the same like swing, and he has hitboxes that are as wide as they are in, I think, the special edition one, but his summons don't come out. He just kind of swings his hand around and his cane, and it just kills shit. And when he does so, you can see the HUD bar, and it shows normal DT energy draining down. So based on how the mechanic works, it seems to use normal DT. It doesn't seem to use an alternate resource. No, go away with concentration. I know, I don't like it either. But if they actually give it some depth, I might accept it. Well, like, my thoughts on concentration are the same thing with the embed swords. Like, it can be done well if they just add 1 or 2 mechanics to it. Being the ability to, like, turn it off, or the ability to, like I don't mind putting super moves behind them as long as they're not, like, screen nukes or something.
There's an idiot I know who thinks you can't composite flash.
Dante stabs himself for Sin DT in gameplay only or not? Well, we definitely don't see him stab himself in the story to do Sin DT. He only does it one time, and that's to achieve the form.
Yeah, he can Sin DT without having to actually stab himself. We see this when he goes in for his final clash with Virgil, how they're both like... I think
they're just like, let's do it together. I think it's time we ended this. Remember when they said they weren't going to kill each other? Remember, guys, I need to bring that up because people think I'm exaggerating that they say they're going to kill each other. I think it's time we ended this. That's how you not kill each other, right?
They were actually going to slice each other with the non-sharp part of their sword, mainly.
They were going for a non-lethal.
They were just going to cleave themselves into, non-lethal attack, of course.
So, I think as far as like his normal DT goes, they're either going to use his DT1 from the concept art, or they're going to have him use Doppelganger. That's what I think is going to happen. And then most likely, I'm presuming, because the reason I say this is they've already used a Virgil that has Doppelganger as his DT, Reboot Virgil, who many of the mechanics from the reboot were actually lifted and put into this game and designed, in some cases, even better.
Because
Doppelganger
had a good design for the most part.
It had a lot of. Have you seen Reboot's Doppelganger? It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, except for the fact that it's fucking locked in the Devil Trigger only.
Well, it is locked in the Devil Trigger, but there's that's always been the case for Doppelganger. Always been not.
No, well, what I mean is, you can't activate Doppelganger separately. You have to activate fucking specifically Devil Trigger to get Doppelganger in the reboot.
Yeah, you have to activate Devil Trigger to get into Doppelganger in 3 as well. Yep.
Oh, please, just give me... I already got his fucking LD. Just give me his EX, you fucking whore.
That doesn't seem to be the case in 5 Special Edition
his EX?
and the DLC.
You fucking whore!
Are you okay?
The game threw EXs my way, but they weren't the one I wanted.
It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not.
So I think the only version of DMC that is established that Virgil can use Doppelganger in base is DMC 5. Because in the trailer, they basically show Virgil being like, hey, DT in base.
Please, just give me easy.
It's just kind of hard to know if the Doppelganger...
Are you fucking kidding me?
Doppelganger normally works. I would assume so. Because, if Doppelganger doesn't use Sin DT... If Doppelganger doesn't use DT energy or some resource bar, how would it be balanced? You just have this extra hitbox that just constantly tracks behind you.
I mean, I guess I'll at least have 2 characters I can build up now, so that's gonna make summon board farming easier. But it's I already got his LD. Just give me the EX. For fuck's sake, it's supposed to be easier to get.
Virgil should be able to create glyphs too, right?
Yeah, of course.
What's a glyph? Help me out here.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
When they double jump,
know
they
what it
create
was,
a.
but
When
I
they
don't.
double jump, they create a glyph beneath them. So he's basically he's asking if Virgil can create like a platform underneath him and shit.
Oh, like air hike?
Yeah, because it creates a glyph under you.
Well, yeah, Virgil just doesn't use air hike. Like, because he's too, like, you guys need to remember, Virgil doesn't like jumping twice in the air. He just teleports because he's too good for that.
So people on the Reddit were also saying like, can we finally have down trick not locked DT? It hasn't been good since 3. And I'm like,
I
what
mean,
are you people talking about? Down
did you
trick
play
was
the
always
fucking
bad.
reboot? Did you play the fucking reboot? It had both. The reboot had the best version of the embed swords mechanic because they at least had something to counteract the fact that you had so many swords because they mapped certain moves to embed swords. Yeah, you could teleport people, but like how they basically balanced it is that they made it so that the sword would disappear sooner after embedding, so your teleports wouldn't be locked away. They also just locked your teleports to the bumper buttons. So that way
Virgil
you would never
just had a better sword kit in general because he had the angel and demonic fucking version, so where he could pull and teleport too. That was also really good.
Well, I was gonna say like they're just like, okay, we'll take away your teleport 2 thing by mapping it to embed swords because there wasn't a trick 2. There was only there were trick 2s. There were directional tricks that they could do, which meant you had more directions you could teleport than even in any version of Virgil. You could teleport left, right, forward, backwards, up, and down. And people were like, yeah, no, Virgil shit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, even when they did the embed swords mechanic, they're like, all right, we'll give you the ability to teleport people to embedding swords. It's like, oh, that's so limiting. Except for the fact that every single move in your move gives you the ability to, like, embed swords in people. You could also teleport enemies directly to you to counteract this. Why approach them when they need to approach you? You're privileged. Remember this.
That is a line I expected you to say one day, but
DMC5
not in
Virgil,
that
the ability
context.
to teleport enemies to him, they could counteract the embed swords mechanic being worse.
I've always expected back in my head to make little one day tell me I'm privileged.
Like a weapon cycle or something to turn off the embed thing, where you could teleport back and forth and then turn it back on to teleport to and from enemies.
The Reddit doesn't power scale good at all.
Or at all.
No, they power scale, but they power scale like Dante didn't blow up a building, so it was really building level.
Yeah, he just ran directly into he just killed the guy with like physical force that blew up the building with his bare hands.
But he didn't kill the guy himself, so I guess it's just not universal.
I wonder if Virgil will have an attack like Bayonetta with wicked weaves with punches and kicks, but his ears and for his moves. That would be kind of cool, but I don't know if that will happen.
Virgil should gain a Sonic the Hedgehog fucking a Sonic the Hedgehog ability where he just fucking charges someone with his hair and just smacks them with his hair over and over again.
Wow. Genius.
He's gonna spin in the air.
Gotta go fast. Only asking about Sin DT because of Virgil going into V and having summons back after Dante killed him, and even after Griffin said they were free. Yeah, as they were with V's summons, but like remember, they're a part of Nello Angelo's discarded thoughts. And those thoughts are always going to be a part of Virgil, even if he represses them. So he could just recreate the summons. Like, you guys realize he has the Clyphoth, right? Like, a more powerful Clyphoth than the one that gave Mundus all of his abilities, which includes the power to create the beast heads.
Refrigerator.
Mundus got it warm. Virgil was just like, nah, I'm getting this bitch is going in the freezer.
This
it's
apple
like
is disgusting. I must chill it.
Ice cold apple flavor. like for reference, look at what the last Clyphoth gave Mundus the ability to, because we don't demonstrate. He was a lowly level demon before he got his hands on the fucking fruit, according to the DMC1 instruction manual. He was just born one day, and then he got power like really quickly. It gave him all of his current powers and abilities, as far as what we can tell, because we have no feats to demonstrate otherwise, for what he's capable of. We can maybe assume like light-based abilities and projectiles for his. But Virgil's the power to create the beast heads, as far as we can concern, and all of its abilities, was definitely given to him by the Clivoth, which includes the ability to warp all of reality, grants you omniscience, grants you the ability to see the past and the future, and like, fucking, what else is it called?
Just give me his EX, please. Please.
Well, that, and then all of Mundus's normal abilities, sealing, and shit, so...
You cold bitch. You gave me the ability, but not the EX.
He got all of that, and Virgil got a powerful, the fruit that was, like, vastly more powerful than that. The way that it was supposed to. So, I don't think it's, like, too much of a possibility if Virgil already has limited creation abilities and limited reality warping, that he could, like, recreate if all of the conditions have already been met.
I just talked to an author who created an amazing story, and he states the main villain is Universal. Are you saying, like, you read his book and you liked it, or are you saying, like what do you...
I think in DMC 6, there will be a place below the demon world that is even more hell, and the seal between the demon world and dimension below gets broken.
Nah, you're gonna find out that DMC
level of power has Trigon.
Is gonna retcon the fact that fucking humans don't all end up in hell, because right now, as far as we know, every human ends up in hell after they die, which is a really fucked up universe.
Yeah, the cosmology is probably gonna get expanded in DMC 6, or they're gonna continue to...
Either they're gonna continue to ignore it, or they're gonna give humanity a chance to not fucking get fucked. Virgil technically stabbed himself too. Virgil stabbed himself first. Dante just copied him.
Virgil had to eat a fruit to be OP. Dante only had to stab himself. Virgil had to stab himself, then eat the fruit. I mean, Dante does all the things that Virgil does. He stabs himself. He takes the blood. The only thing he doesn't do is eat the fruit. So...
Okay, so that I DM'd the author and asked him how strong Amos is, and he said he can destroy a multiverse. Alright, so what do you, So, are you just like saying that, or are you asking for like some sort of like statement along with that? That's what I'm kind of confused on here. Like, like, are you just sharing, or like, do you want to, or like, are you asking for like some sort of confirmation of some kind?
Well, you know the phrase, sharing is caring. Maybe he just wanted to let you know, like...
Don't you ever say those words to me again. I know your true face.
Are you not a share bear? Are you not a care bear?
Just sharing? Oh, well, alright. Kyle was sharing with me about a fucking...
Look,
what?
Look at that. Sharing. Sorry, you can continue.
What's your stance on the economic situation, pimp? Hang on, I got it. I might as well level up these weapons real fast. This will at least make the characters better to work with for farming, but like that's about it. Because like I don't plan to. Well, I actually might plan to level up this white-haired eye patch chick because she has white hair and she has an eye patch, so that's 10 out of 10 material. I actually always wanted to max her out, but I never got her full kit until right now. She doesn't have an LD yet, as far as I know, so we might max her out later, but we'll see. Virgil's able to bang a good chick, and Dante isn't able to. That's tough.
It's not that Dante isn't able to. Dante, like, just hates himself, apparently. Because he clearly has multiple opportunities to bang people between Beryl and Lucia, and he's just like, I'm just going to turn them down. Like, Dante has had more women approach him than what we can confirm with Virgil. And he's just like, yeah, I have my reasons. Beryl's over here like, let me smooch you real quick. Lucia's just like, I just want to have, like, a really fun time. And her mother is like, don't marry her, but, like...
Could you at least fuck her?
Give her a good night. Give her the night of her life, please.
Please, I'm getting tired of hearing about you.
How many opportunities, like, I need to make this clear, guys, like, how many opportunities does a parent give where they, like, are basically, in modern times, outside of a religious context, to say, hey, look, I don't exactly, like, I'm not asking you to marry her, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. I'm just, kind of asking you to, like, knock up my daughter.
Please.
And
She's baby crazy.
And the daughter is also, like, incredibly attractive, has multiple things in common with you, likes you, is a nice person, has, like, a steady occupation, and is just not perfect, but just, like, the ideal person to be with. And the parent is just, like, well, I don't want to say offering them on a silver platter, because that sounds
No, she's offering herself on a silver platter.
They kind of are. And then Lucia's just like, well, like, Lucia's not even against this. She's completely in favor of it. And Dante's just like,
man the hell up.
I have my reasons. I have my reasons.
Hopefully we get more than 2 cuts. Okay, so from what I've heard... Actually, I'm not going to answer that question because last time I fucking talked about spoilers, Capcom fucking found me.
They were like, the Capcom ninjas found him and took him out.
Please, sir, have mercy! You shouldn't be talking about them spoilers, boy.
Nero split his demon part from himself. What would Nero's demon part want to do? I don't know, because Nero's... I was going to say, like, we don't really know how Nero's demon part would operate, because, like, he's just kind of, like, half of Dante and half of Virgil. Well, he's just Virgil and Dante's, like, themes and ideologies combined. And he's not even, like, half human, half demon. He's 1/4 demon, 3/4 human.
Wow, I got this guy's full fucking kit, and I've never even leveled him up once. Holy shit.
If he split himself in half, if he separated himself from his demon half wouldn't even be, like... It would be a full demon, but it wouldn't even be half of his actual body and his soul. Like...
Ryder cock blocks Dante. No, you have to argue for character there. Also, regarding Pimp Demon, regarding my story, I did finish the 4th draft. I'm having Kyle read it right now, so Kyle can fucking critique me and shit on that one. It's not gonna be the best game I've ever read. I'll just be upfront. I know it's a little rushed in some areas, but I also don't think it's worth expanding those areas. Because I also kind of like respect people's time, which is something more people should do these days. But whatever, I'm not salty. Don't mind me.
He's really trying not to be like his father. I wish I had that opportunity now. Well, see, I argue that the reason he doesn't do it is just because, like, his office is nowhere near Vita Marley. So, like, at best, he'd just have a long-distance relationship with her, because her job is the guardian of Vita Marley. That's what she wants to do. She wants to be with Dante, but I doubt she's going to abandon her occupation to go, like, live with him.
Dude, you act like he can't just fucking travel the globe and, like, fucking, like, maybe, like, if he really...
I'm sorry, have you seen how he runs his business? Have you seen this?
He has seen DT
it's
now.
Something he also wants to do.
DMC 5 should have ended with the idea of him going to Lucia like, hey, I can travel here now. Let's pair up.
Not that I couldn't before, because I could still fly, I could still teleport, I could do anything.
I gave you the aerial heart, so I'm pretty sure I can't fly, but now I can fly thanks to Sid DT.
Apparently you forgot how, like, DMC2 shows him flying around with fucking wings.
That's because he had the aerial heart name at the very start of the game, don't you know?
No.
Zim, I read Jeff the Killer. I'm pretty sure your story won't be that bad. I've never read Jeff the Killer before.
I know why Dante doesn't want to be, because he doesn't want to be compared to Sparta. He's afraid to have a kid and things will end bad. Well, see, that doesn't even make any sense. I think he's more, like, concerned that he won't be able to provide for the child.
If I have a kid, things are going to end horribly. Virgil, so I looked at you and now you're pregnant. You're just going to have to deal with this.
I was just going to say, like, I think Dante also isn't consciously aware of a lot of things. Like, I'm not sure if he's probably aware of the fact that he doesn't have to eat, because he did spend several years in hell alone without any food or water.
Plot twist, he actually ate demons like V does.
It's just like he
assume
he may actually be like, oh, raising a child is going to be like a lot of work. And like, well, if it's of your bloodline, actually you can cut out any like basic utilities outside of like shelter.
Who needs shelter?
Like outside of shelter and like electricity and shit to do and attention, like no food, no water, no oxygen is needed to like, you know, like take care of them.
Well,
If Virgil concatenated Soak and Dante, sure. It's just Dante doesn't want to. He definitely doesn't want to be like his father. He said flat out, I'm a better man than my father. I like to think I'm a better man than my father. So I guess he's waiting until he's in like a secure position if he wants to have a kid.
I want to be a better man than my father. His father, literally a fucking lord of a manor before he fucking had a kid, basically.
Virgil missed 18 years of child support and will still be all right. Guys, you don't pay child support when you give them up to the fucking government. Fortuna is its own... That joke's so funny, but then it's like, no, it's not really, because
who's even going to get the child support? The mom's dead.
We don't know that for certain.
I'm pretty sure she's dead, Mingler. She died during childbirth because Nero fucking ripped out her intestines to see what's coming out.
How did he end up on the fucking, like, what's it called? Orphanage, like, step.
The doctor fucking threw him there after he was done giving birth.
Like, well, this has got to go.
He actually tried aborting Nero right after he was born, but Nero kept surviving. So he just
Nero's like spectral bringer just came out of like his body and just slapped.
The little JoJo stand just came out like, let's go, fucker. You ain't touching this boy's fucking
Touch
face.
the baby and you're dead.
I want to believe that part of Nero's DT was actually his mom protecting him. Throw some guard in there. We've already stolen from Bleach, steal from Naruto too.
Why didn't Ava die when she gave birth to
no,
Dante?
she would have to have a good ass because otherwise Virgil wouldn't have been interested.
Why didn't Ava die when she gave birth to Dante and Virgil?
Because
I'm not assuming. I'm not assuming that his mother died in childbirth because someone had to drop him off at the orphanage.
The government did, and then the government.
Also, we don't have any evidence. We don't have any evidence that the mother died in childbirth, so it's more likely she just got killed by demons.
The demons were all like, "You smell that? Smells like Sparta. Let's go kill him."
Sparta? Did someone say Sparta? Where?
They just find them, kill the mom right outside the orphanage, thinking she's the Spartan
demons
one.
are actually just dogs, and when they hear Sparta's name, they're like, squirrel? Squirrel?
Every demon within 100-mile radius of Fortuna just rushed in on her.
Bum rushed her, and then Nero starts whining, and an army of spectral bringers comes rushing out of his body and just fucking suplexes all the demons.
Virgil's just there at the tower like, huh? What's going on?
It's like a legion of spectral, like, avatar, like, WWE, like, bringer, like, forms just come out. They just start, like, bench pressing people. Virgil's just, like, on the other side of Fortuna leaving. He's just like, what am I sensing?
What is this power I'm sensing?
I should probably go.
Whatever's doing that can probably take care of itself.
Yeah, I'm just going to ignore that one entirely.
I'll be back later for that one.
We can find the evidence. We have the technology. Well, no one who wants to find the evidence cares, so...
No.
What would the reboot characters' other halves have been if they split themselves? Douche and probably lesser douche. Most likely.
Are you saying that you don't like Dante's character, but he's so cool? Didn't you see the fucking panel by Ninja Theory?
I don't even know what that would be, because like why would you have them split each other when like there aren't even really any angels in the reboot? There's Ava, who doesn't demonstrate any like powers or abilities outside of like leaving a message.
To be fair, she got beat by Mundus directly, so like you can't really blame her when even Sparta got turned into a BDSM slave as a result.
No, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't leave behind any powers or abilities. She's just like, oh, here's Osiris, have fun. I'm like, where are the angels? Where are the angels?
No, people have already done character analyses for Dante. You can check those out. They're pretty good. I don't feel like doing stuff that's already been done already. I could react to the character study for Dante if you'd like. I can do that much, I'm pretty sure.
Do you think Dante went to Lucia to ask for help about Urizen, and her mother was just like, you didn't sleep with her, so go away? I doubt he did because Lucia at the end of Before the Nightmare tells Dante he's a terrible man and loses interest in him because she doesn't like. She feels like he kind of just let her on, and she's like she feels betrayed.
Imagine feeling entitled to someone's body. Not gonna.
This when your mother and you are offering yourself up to this man on a silver.
You are not entitled to Dante's scene, Lucina.
Dante's like, I'm sorry.
Are we just gonna get the X? Come on, fuck! I don't want to spend too many pulls on here. Okay, I'll do.
And the angels in the flashback. Well, the angels in the flashback don't do shit. They just show up as like with wings and shit like normal angels, but we don't see their true forms. We don't see their powers or abilities. We see nothing. We see demons the entire game.
I'm not gonna pity nines. I'm not gonna pity it, but I'll go one more pull since I still have tons of like resources left to get a hold of.
You should make a video debunking yourself.
But I'm never wrong.
I don't think Zim needs any more reason to make his ego bigger.
So here's the way it works. Here's my life motto: past Zim is an idiot, or present Zim is a genius, and future Zim is always right. That's the way it works.
I see video debunks as like it's not like you're apologizing for anything or you're correcting something. You're making a video debunking things you already done. I don't consider that like an example.
I'm willing to admit I'm wrong. Like I'm willing to admit I'm wrong. Like if the like because I guess Thor's now fucking 1A in base and there's like fucking tons of 1A. Like if the guy who does Thor on my Discord server wants me to host him to explain why Rune King Thor stomps Dante because apparently Rune King Thor's 1A, like I'll do that. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. I understand I'm not fucking infallible. For the most part, but
I'm just saying a debunk video on yourself. I understand on other people. On yourself seems more like you're just inflating your ego. Doesn't seem like an example of you admitting you're wrong because you could still do that and not make a video debunk.
Yeah, so like I don't really do debunks on my own. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. Like I guess there's enough evidence to support the idea that Rune King Thor would have beat Dante super hard because I guess he's 1A and even I can't link Dante that far yet.
I mean, I argued if he was like 1C or higher, he would have beaten Dante. But like, the problem is that I don't put characters that are usually 1C in matchups with Dante. So
at least
you're never gonna get those.
Yeah. So like, I understand that's kind of where like my position stands in the matter. I'm not like Death Battle where I'm apparently afraid to admit I'm fucking wrong because they never fucking admit they're wrong ever.
At least Mundus and DMC killed Ava with his hands. At least he ain't lazy like the original. Oh, wait. Do you know how busy the original Mundus was? Like, dude got really busy. Dude was like, hey, here's the Qlipoth. Look at all these powers and abilities. Why don't I recreate this in this incredibly creative manner and make something extremely overpowered? Here we go.
I'll do one more multi-pull. If I don't get the EX weapon, I gotta back off because I got too many characters coming up. But I already got ZLD, so I kind of want to get the EX weapon too.
The only mistake that Mundus made after he got revived was, well, besides not searching out the beast heads, was not sending all of his generals to murder Dante immediately. Like when he showed up on Malay Island. He should have just sent all of them immediately. In character, it wouldn't make sense for him to do that because he's overconfident and he doesn't believe it's necessary.
Fuck it.
Because he also didn't know, like, for sure how strong Dante was because, like, he hadn't really been, like, he was just like, oh, he's stronger than me at this point in time, but, like, he couldn't show up in the human world and that stuff. So, yeah. I know the reboot Mundus was lazy. Yeah, it's...
Lazy.
Reboot Mundus was he was incompetent. He was incompetent. That's the better term, I think. Dude has global surveillance to the what's it called? The Raptor News Network. Can see like literally everybody. Has access to an endless horde of demons and all of Limbo's properties. And it's like reality warping shit that if he put priority on where Dante was going to be and it made an effort and an attempt to be there, he probably would have or just done a better job of what he was doing, then he would have won. The succubus, which basically probes every single person, He also has
No, I'm
access
not
to
bored right now.
like Lilith and her club and all of her resources, as well as various hunter demons that he can send out whatever he fucking wants to. In addition to all the shit that he can like sense with the Hellgate as well. Like this man has so much resource at his disposal. I can only argue incompetence. I could have warned the succubus. I could have warned the succubus was coming. I did. Well, for starters, he didn't know Dante was going to kill his succubus. That was fair.
Can we also talk about why his succubus looks so fucking ugly? Like, what the fuck?
Definitely not seducing me.
I'm sorry, but like, from my mythology understanding, succubuses are supposed to be fucking like attractive to whoever beholds them. Ninja Theory, you need to fucking stop with your creative fucking freedoms. That job.
I just argue incompetence rather than laziness, because he's surprised, and like he does show that his demons and things are there patrolling the streets and trying to protect the succubus. He's just not very capable of doing it. Succubuses are ugly in their real forms.
Are they?
According to Triple XP.
Oh, I saw. That's what I'm saying. Like, are they?
I mean, I always assume the ugliness was like more of a metaphor and like an emotional stance, because the literal interpretation is that they're supposed to be very attractive, so that they can lure you in.
Hang on a second.
Your trust.
Did you just say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, dude? Whatever, dude. If you think in any capacity that succubus looks good, you need help. That's not even a. There's no argument there. You're fucking wrong.
Mega, what did you expect if someone is trying to kill you?
I would hope they're.
What did I?
Sorry, were you speaking a little?
No. I said that like if someone is trying to lure me in with beauty, they better be pretty fucking attractive.
Better be looking like a dead or alive girl, otherwise they're gonna go fucking disappointed.
Probably won't work anyway, but like, you know, if you're gonna try, might as well like really like make it seem believable rather than just trying to look exactly like a demon. Like, it doesn't. Like, if I could understand if it was like Navan from the original series, or if it was a demon pretending to be an attractive human, that probably would have worked on Reboot Dante, because he doesn't seem like the guy that's very smart. So,
I mean, I guess you're not wrong.
I mean, he kind of like slept his way through like the entirety of that fucking city. So I don't doubt that the genuinely attractive person that's there as the succubus could probably lure him into bed pretty easily.
So are you saying Dante's not attractive?
Not relevant here.
You know, he tries very hard to be cool, Mangler, and you're just like shaying all over him.
So of course Dante was gonna kill the succubus. Why Mundus didn't have any reaction to his hunter demon's death unless he didn't care? Well, Mundus doesn't give a shit about any of his subordinates. He only cares about the usage they provide.
Yeah, I'll say that's not entirely true. Like, he cares about their use, but he doesn't care about them specifically. The hunter demon, I think the hunter demon is like a group of hunters. It's not just one specific demon. So like you can lose a hunter demon and you lose nothing as a result.
Yeah, they said it clear that it was just like the hunters will find them, and then it says he alerted a hunter demon. They have contradictory statements, but generally the decision is that there's multiple hunters.
I think the comic also confirms there's multiple hunters. I think you see multiple ones in the shot. Most from what I've heard is a succubus is that they have an aphrodisiac effect that increases their attraction or something, add to the fact that they're usually good looking. Yeah, because usually a succubus has like usually in fiction a succubus has like a base form of attractiveness, and then they are just like fucking hunter demon only on good thing on the reboot.
They usually have an aroma or something that draws you, because the usual powers are like that they put you under a spell or something.
Hello, Kyle. We're talking about succubuses.
You know the way in?
I don't think so. Do you know about standard succubus mythology?
Well, a little bit.
So are succubuses supposed to be ugly inherently, or are they like
So,
semi-attractive? Oh, go ahead.
so incubuses and succubuses are supposed to be overall attractive, so they can. So what they do is they have sex with you to steal your soul.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's their entire gimmick, is that they're attractive, they'll have sex with you, but in exchange they'll take your soul.
Yeah, ugly on the outside, or beautiful on the outside, ugly on the inside. That's what the point of a succubus is supposed to be. They're supposed to fool you into thinking they're really attractive and they have something to offer, and then they take shit from you. That's kind of the point.
Alright, so, Abyss, I hope this character's good because I just wasted all my fucking resources for him in terms of my upgrading material. Don't they make males use soul or something like that? No. So they take your soul, is what Kyle's saying. So you bang a succubus and your soul's gonna be got. So the real question is that worth it to anyone in that position?
A lot of lonely people.
How attractive are we talking here?
Yeah, that's the point. That sounds like a person's ex. Mangler, well, you know what it does? It sounds like that the origin of the succubus sounds like it was made by a guy that just got turned down by every fucking woman he's ever met and was just like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna make this shit, and everybody's gonna compare this to actual women. Like, because that's how most mythology is made. It's just people projecting their insecurities into fiction, generally.
It's actually quite funny that you.
Go ahead.
It's actually quite funny because you have no idea the origins of the mythology. So the mythology the origin came from European mythology, and it was usually during war times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mangler? Yeah, like I said, projecting insecurity.
Yeah, that doesn't change the context of what I fucking said.
There's no projection. They were literally looked at as like they would go to injured soldiers who were gonna die from disease anyway and give them like a good way out.
That would still be projection. You're still projecting your life experiences to make a
battle each other. But I already battled Kyle yesterday on fucking JoJo's. Wait, hang on. Where the hell is your spear at? I could have sworn I got your spear. I just got your... Yeah, okay, here... Okay. Break HP kill.
Maybe Dante and Virgil can bone a succubus for hours, maybe even days, and their souls won't be affected.
Oh,
well, that's not the way that the succubus was used in the reboot, though. The succubus was meant to be used as, like, a source for...
Oh. Wait, hang on a minute. So then, is that the reason virility was so fucking good in the series? Was because they were drinking a succubus's fucking jizz, essentially?
Yeah, did you not play the reboot?
No, I did, but like I guess I never put two and two together. They were drinking her fucking jizz.
Well, she's producing the source for virility.
I knew she was producing a liquid for virility. It just never clicked in my head what that actual liquid was.
I mean, I think most of the virility is made like a normal soft drink. She just puts a property into it that spikes it so that they can like survey. They can like basically figure out where everybody is and become like drugged. Because it's meant to suppress them, basically turn them into cattle, so that the demons can do whatever they want with them.
Okay, hang on. So Dante Virgil can bone suckers for hours, many even days, and their souls won't get affected. Yeah, they won't get affected. And Red Dusk is now
God damn it! I'm not talking about the giant horn thing. It's not a succubus. I know it's not a succubus, but apparently Ninja Theory believes otherwise.
You can believe it's not a succubus, but
Kyle, do you think this is an example? Do you think this is an example of soldiers projecting their experiences onto people in wartime? Looks at Ninja Theory's succubus. Definitely. Look at this thing.
There are people who bone fat ass bitches, so I'm not sure.
Damn. Kyle just being based as fuck.
Well, the succubus in mythology seems to be anything that can be like super attractive on the outside and can like appeal to you. So, I guess it depends on. Like depending on which mythology you got, you could have succubuses that have like a true form that can appear to whichever person based on what their preferences is, and then when it's kind of like the vampire, in a way.
Did you even fucking
At least
read?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, did you read Bram Stoker's Dracula?
I did.
Okay, all right.
It took a while.
It's a shit.
Yeah,
book,
I know how long it took. It's just God.
It's a shit book. I'm not gonna blame you. It's boring as fuck.
I'm back. Big girls need love, Kyle. Apparently,
I suppose they
big girls need love.
do.
Well, that's why Kyle doesn't deliver it. He lets someone who actually wants to deliver it.
I'm back with Pizza Huts and mini Cinnarolls from Pizza Hunt. Pizza Hunt? Do you mean Pizza Hut? I'm not a grammar Nazi. That was him. He's the one with the English major.
Big girls are the perfect practice. Okay, I hate to be that guy, but so I had a friend who, when a girl dumped him, he said specifically, and I quote, "I was only dating you for the experience." So whenever I hear someone say shit like practice and stuff, I'm just like, that's so cringe.
Abyss Hunter, bruh. Big girls only need love when they buy me a PS5. Wow.
Oh.
That's terrible.
That's fucking hilarious. I mean, don't. Yeah, English, right? That's awful.
If I could, I'd high five you for that one.
That's top tier material.
Isn't there already a word for it? The mermaid effect? People who have gone a while without seeing an attractive girl, and the woman who they do see daily, they go from a walrus to a mermaid. I mean, it does happen. I don't know if it's called the mermaid effect, but there is kind of
it's called thing. It's called you get used to it.
Well, I think there is a term for it. I just don't know if it's called the mermaid effect. Generally, it's just like it does tend to happen with people in workplaces where they're around someone who's like on a scale of 1 to 10. It's like maybe they see them as like a 6, but then like after being around them for like and not being around other people that they're particularly
you act like
for a while,
they
become like a 7 or an 8.
Mango, you act like it can't just be a mutual exchange where it's like you're ugly, I'm horny, let's get this done.
No, I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm saying
I don't tell you how often I appreciate you because you are
I'm
like
saying
exactly
Red
the people I talk to.
Red definitely has a point. Like this does happen. To
No,
okay.
okay.
Like semi-ish. They're not
no.
ugly. They're semi-attractive, and then they become more attractive.
Let me explain.
Oh yeah. I want you to explain.
Oh, shut the fuck up! I know more than you do. The phenomenon Red Dusk is referring to is a genuine thing on the table. It's similar to Stockholm Syndrome, but it's not inherently...
I think it's a little different.
It's the same basic principle, though. Essentially, you're stuck in something for so long that you just make it better overall. There's a more modern term for it, but it involves alcohol. It's called beer goggles, essentially, where just things become just more attractive in your vision than they actually are.
Beer goggles.
Beer goggles are a hell of a thing, man.
Who doesn't want to play Spider-Man with ray tracing? Not me, because I was never interested.
You're ugly. I'm horny. Was Nero's mom's pickup line? Damn, Nero's mom is beast.
Oof.
I'd love to find out that Nero's mom is just like a fucking goddess, and Virgil's
actually the ugly one.
Yeah, no, it turns out that Virgil boned the actual divinity statue in human form.
I would love that. That would make my day.
That's why Nero's so powerful. He's just like, I need to protect Cutie. Yes.
Nero's mom must be a 30 out of 10. I believe it.
Nero's mom can't be measured on a scale of 1 to 10. The scale was created to represent her beauty. Virgil the ugly dumping. You got it right. Virgil's actually the nervous one. It's not Nero's mom.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read what the fuck he does.
I like to imagine that she's the one that's being assertive, and she's the one who holds the pants in the relationship. And Virgil's just like, all right, honey. Because he's like super quiet.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and use disability for now.
What did Dante and Trish got drunk one time at Smash? I know Dante can't get drunk, but still, that would be fucked up. I don't want to imagine Dante like having it out with like a person who looks exactly like his mother. Wouldn't technically be incest, but like at this point, is there really a difference?
If that's your argument point, I got to disagree there. At that point, it's basically incest. I understand it's not technically incest, but we're not.
How much alcohol would Dante have to consume to make his perception so warped he perceives Trish, the woman he's worked with for like years, for like decades at this point, almost, and who looks like his mother, who's like the foundation of the reason he started his entire business, who has a picture of on his desk that he stares at every day. How much alcohol would he have to consume to shield the vision of that as he's like boning her against the fucking wall of his office?
Why you had to say it like that?
Yeah. See? It starts to make a lot less sense when you actually think about it for a second. She's not directly related. She's safe to be dated. Guys,
well, damn. Your response, Mangler?
Well, in reality, it's technically not incest. That's true. She's literally a demon that's just designed to be like his mother. She has no biological, like, connection at all. Or, like, legal status. It's still fucking weird, though. Like, I wouldn't consider that okay.
Sweet home Alabama.
Stop that.
I'm not doing
a multiversal work of alcohol. Dante just drinks a galaxy of like vodka. It's like, this is gonna be difficult.
I want the ending of DMC5 with Virgil's campaign and being like Dante and Virgil just chilling out with each other, and Dante's like, so I fucked Trish. And Virgil just looks at him.
He's like, why do you give me so many reasons to hate you?
I thought we were going to be better after this, but very clearly you are trying your hardest to confirm that is a lie.
Imagine he goes to a therapist and they're just like, you have mommy issues with this person who looks kind of like your mom, but isn't really your mom and has no legal status of your mom. Like, and the therapist is like, maybe you should, handle your insecurities. It's like, all right. And then he drinks like a fucking school bus's worth of liquor and is like, all right, let's do this.
Okay, Trish, where are you?
Trish just turns him down. He's like, this is why I can't get women.
It's my mommy.
Poor Dante. He drinks to forget. Which is more funny, drunk Dante or high Virgil? Definitely high Virgil. Isn't that what V is? Haven't we already seen that? Like, I just thought like Virgil spent so much time like not communicating his personality in like an eccentric sense that like V is just Virgil when he's like,
gosh darn, dude, those were some damage numbers. Fuck yes.
Where was it confirmed he was drunk in the credits?
Oh, Best Hunter,
can
you
get
saw
drunk.
that, right?
The anime shows that. Oh, he drinks at the end of the credits. I'd have to go back and check the anime.
That motherfucker did like 300k damage. That's more than my burst attacks do. Continue.
So, Mangler, you read the latest chapter of what?
I think he's reading Reason to Be.
It's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I gotta read. Well, because I mean, the last person that it was Vision to Be, the last person that mentioned that and want me to talk about it on stream. So
we're still not in the video yet.
Yes, we're waiting for a couple sections. Although we usually do like 2 or 3 chapters at a time.
Basically, like the next chapter. Boy, we heard animals in the. What the? These are robots. And the others were wolves. They're demon wolves. They don't count as real animals.
My goodness.
Not wrong. Demon wolves are not real animals.
Red Dusk has the best titles.
I think I should start just renaming my titles whatever, like Red Dust's most popular. But I
Just change them. Just change them to the stream name whenever he puts them up there. So like as the stream continues, I'll have like 5 different names.
Okay, let's go.
When will Nero return? When DMC6 happens.
Demonetization.
Oh, you mean Visions of Evil?
Oh, demonization. Did this fucker just fucking shoot me? What the fuck?
He shot me in a game where we're fighting in the battle to the death.
No, you misunderstand. He just went straight for the HP shot. He didn't hit me first. He just went straight for the hit.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what to say. Seems your life is now in his hands.
It was, but I'm about to change all that. Could Dante be Dracula from Castlevania? Yeah. Unless someone wants to speak up against me on that one.
You're on your own with that fight.
I'm surprised you don't know about Castlevania.
I don't know enough about Castlevania.
No. I thought Kyle was
Even though I've been
gonna. I
playing
thought
it
Kyle was
throughout
gonna
the
disagree with me. I thought Kyle was gonna be like, actually, Castlevania has this, but I guess I was wrong.
Yes, I actually found a Universal DMC subreddit guy. Good for you.
Oh my god, they actually exist?
Gotta love these battery HP dumps, bosses do Zim.
That's what happened to me.
What is that
basically.
sentence? Also not having... Oh, I think you read that one.
Yeah.
Noctis with that damage output.
Dude, Noctis is a... Oh, wait, hang on. No, Kyle, you want to look at damage output? Check this fucker out real fast. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fucking... First things first, can I do 8? You know what, fuck it. Let's just go and do it. Check this out. This fucker over here is just going to throw a spear. 51k. 63k. And 70... Like, that fucker did over 200,000 damage.
Anime shows at the end that Dante with Jack Daniels drunk clean and walks if drunk. I'd have to see how it happens exactly. I'd also have to know how much alcohol he consumed before he got drunk.
Dante doesn't get drunk. He just goes missing.
Because, like, for a character that can also, like, is resistant to poisons and shit, and can, like, walk through time, like, I find it kind of hard to believe that his immune system can regenerate from, like, having parts of his body blown apart. I find it hard to believe that he couldn't, like, circulate or circumvent alcohol going through his system. And doesn't require sleep, doesn't require food or water to keep surviving, or oxygen.
Which Final Fantasy girl's better waifu? Lulu or Yuna? Which one's Lulu? That's the one I'm aware of. Or I don't know which one Lulu is.
That's the one from 10, I believe.
Both of the...
I don't know. I'm gonna
Hang on, so what was the question?
So the question is, who's the better waifu, Lulu or Yuna?
It says both of the choices are horrible waifus. Only good waifu is Mangler, actually. Oh, thank you. Wait, should I be saying thank you to that?
I mean, technically, you are the one.
I might retract that statement.
Mangler, you sound so happy though.
Mangler, Dante was bored. That's why. Well, the reason he like eats pizza and most stuff is generally because he just wants something to do, or because it like tastes good.
He's helping the calories.
Like, he naps because he's bored.
He's hoping the calories will kill him faster than any demon ever will.
Also in the anime shows a lot of beer cans on the floor, so
Dude,
probably
his
a lot,
diet
but also
consists. There are no
Did Dante and Lady get drunk in the manga?
Entirely
Talk
of
about their
pizza
beds.
and Sundays.
Nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Also, in the anime, shows a lot of beer cans on the floor, so probably a lot. But also, did Dante and Lady get drunk on the manga and talk about their dads? Not Visions of V's manga, and Dante doesn't meet Lady in the in Three's manga,
Okay, yeah,
even though Lady sees him. So
yeah, so Lulu is the Final Fantasy X character. I mean, you're basically choosing between a god chick with a nice rack or Luna, who's maybe better written. I don't really know.
She has summons.
She does. That's all she has, though.
Mangler, you're the mommy, Sim's the dad, and Kyle's that weirdo who won't get off the couch.
Why is Kyle being so disrespectful?
Kyle's the uncle. Kyle's the uncle. Because he's always more fun to have around than the parents. Tell me I'm wrong, Kyle.
Kyle's the guy. Kyle's the kind of person who like he'll get his fucking grandchildren illegal fireworks.
I can hear him chuckling, so I'm assuming I got it right.
His nephew comes up to him, Uncle Kyle, I want to buy some fireworks, but they say I'm not old enough. Oh, don't worry, sport, I am.
I'm an expert in knowing when to set things on fire. And knowing when things are on fire.
Triple, you got issues. That's why you're not allowed in the house, Triple. Hang on.
That's the same thing, Mingler. Not to Kyle. What is this? A synthwave remix of Bury the Light. I'll check that out.
Noctis procs on. Man, Noctis does not deal any damage though. That's kind of the problem. I feel like we need a bit more of a battery here. That's fine. We'll worry about that later. Let's go ahead and bust out another stunning slash. Let me see my nephews. You can from the safety of the window outside. Oh, I wish he procced up all the. According to Visions of V, Mundus is what? What? I don't know how to respond to that.
I mean, he is a giant statue that's
I
like
hit the wrong
super
thing.
pale, so that's not wrong.
Let's actually go ahead and undo this. Let's go ahead and buff that up. If only that Squall Burst did the AoE damage. If only Squall was still useful! No, it's not going again. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and bust out another. And he's just gonna follow it up with his burst effect. How much more burst effect did he have? He has one more turn with his burst effect. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, let's go ahead and let's what's that one right there? Oh, is that warp step? Alright, let's go ahead and do another whirling lance. Oh, would it? I might get another. I might get another burst something later. Oh, someone posted the animation, the indie animation. There's some demon. Let's go bust out White Knight. Alright, so that'll burst them up. Ardyn's coming out either today or tomorrow at night. I'm just doing this now so I can get all this taken care of. So I can get some more gems up and stuff. Good lord. Dude, honestly, 9's super fucking good. Like, so in order to make characters better, they have to continuously make the new characters way better in order for them to compete with the other people. And 9 is doing great right now. I think he'll probably be like my new tank. I think he might replace Warrior of Light because he just deals so much more damage until Warrior of Light gets the burst. And then Mangler and Kyle in the call just like, yes, whatever the fuck that means.
I agree with that. Maybe. I don't know. Carry on.
What do you think of Final Fantasy 16's theme from the trailer? I didn't really pay attention to the theme, actually, all things considered. Mangler in Discord?
I mean, I personally need to see more from it.
I hate that Mangler yawns. Kyle, what'd you say?
I need to see more from Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, that's good that we know it's coming, but is it going to be 20 years?
I saw a lot of people in the YouTube comment section
Weezer,
saying that it's going to come out.
Weezer, I can see it in general. Weezer, I can see it in general. Just word to the wise guys, just stop posting stuff in voice chat.
Why are you always so fucking tired? It's like 3 o'clock where you're at, for fuck's sake!
Oh, this is like... Just that one got me really tired. So just put the specific stuff in the assigned chats. I'll make a second general chat for you if you guys don't want to like derail conversation or anything.
Why do you
Please.
Yeah, we got some time to kill now. Let's go to just go to the verse. Dude, Chaos stages became so much fucking easier. I forgot this was a Chaos stage. That's how fucking easy it is when you get bursts and fucking LDs. This is what EX
I know
Plus
where it
should
is,
have done.
Weezer. Hang on.
Let's go and bust out Primal Roar. I'm getting tired of my guys being fucking hit repeatedly. Machina with his EX or with his LD is just fucking great. I love what they do with Machina. I did point you out first, but couldn't pin you. Does Ashley from Resident Evil 4 have any good qualities as a character? Warrior of Light gets a fucking rework. That's gonna be pretty good. The LDs themselves are so much better than fucking the actual fucking EX Plus era. LDs are so much more satisfying in general. This is what EX Plus should have been like. Mangler's dying now in the corner. I mean, Ashley's like, when you mean good qualities as a character, do you mean like as a personality, or what do you mean here? No, Mangler disappeared and Kyle's, I think, eating breakfast or something.
No, I'm just waiting for a question I can answer.
Have you never played Resident Evil 4 then?
I have not.
Oh. Fair enough. Abby,
Okay.
Last of Us 2 versus Ashley, Resident Evil 6. Ashley never appeared in Resident Evil 6.
So, watch the scene. He doesn't really walk away drunk. He just kind of like... And then like the camera pans away from him. See like some reflection or something in the glass, but it's not very clear as to what it is.
Kyle, they do have a question for you, but I don't think you'd be willing to justify with an answer.
And what's the question?
Damn, Mangler is going to be a sleepy dad.
Bold of you to assume that's not the other way around.
Excuse you?
What is this, like, fucking stream? Like the Dr. Phil show? Where he was like, is he the father?
Nah, it's more like Joey.
Well, whatever that show is, where it's like... I don't watch enough of those things.
Ashley wasn't in Resident Evil 6. Are you referring to Birkin's daughter? Wait, is Ashley Birkin's daughter?
Not saying he gets drunk easily, but he can get drunk. Well, it doesn't actually show that he's walking away with like a limp or anything. He just gets up off the shipping crate where the beers are, and he just walks to the side. And we don't see him like stagger or anything. He has like perfect balance. Like if he was talking or something, I guess I could see it, but it doesn't like. The reason I say he probably doesn't get drunk is the fact that
No.
Well, not only should it take way more liquor to like even affect him, he doesn't require it to sustain his body.
Ashley, is according to what I looked up, Ashley is a girl from Resident Evil 4, so that I was right on that one.
And like, since liquor affects and has like negative consequences on like your brain cells and your like lungs, I would imagine his body, just like poison, would detect it as an invasion and would not detect it as like nutrients or anything like positive. Because he even like again, he doesn't even need nutrients from basic foods, and it just gets produced as waste. So it would probably get metabolized really, really quickly.
That depends. Where would you guys use Ashley with the suit of armor or without the suit of armor? Because with the suit of armor, she's super useful. Without it, she's not as useful.
In any event, I just say that he doesn't show that he's walking with like a limp or any kind of balance issue. I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom would think that, but Capcom also acknowledges that his body can regenerate from, like, having portions of him, you know, cut to pieces. So, getting poisons, among many other things.
Because with the suit of armor, apparently the enemies can't pick her up, so they just fall over and you can just stab them with a knife. She is your damsel in distress. Yeah, but, I mean, at least Ashley fucking has, like, a button that tells you that you can tell her what to do. So she's not as bad as some damsels in distress in video games who, like, you have to fucking carry around everywhere. Then again,
For story purposes, just great, but, like, gameplay purposes, it's time to have a walking section.
Or, like, the Fable hand-holding missions. Good lord, those were awful.
Are they as bad as the Dead Rising hand-holding sections?
Well, we have to, like, actually hold the person's hand in Fable.
Well, yeah. So in Dead Rising, there are certain survivors that you have to escort back. Or you don't have to escort, but there are some ones that you can. And if you escort them back, like certain... There's, like, an elderly person that you can escort back, and you have to, like, hold her hand and, like, walk her back.
So, are you saying Abby
like...
and Ellie from The Last of Us 2 versus Sherry Birkin and Helena Harper from Resident Evil 6? Is that what you're asking right now?
Dead Rising AI is so bad. Until you get, like, competent.
Mangler, you're lagging a little bit. I gotta be honest, 9 actually is really fucking good, Abyss Hunter. Like, I mean, I'm glad I didn't have to pity him, but, like, the fact that I got him for only, like, 15,000 gems and, like, 300 tickets is really fucking good. Ashley's only appeal is she's a ditzy blonde with a nice body, so she has no real character beyond that point. But it's also a young girl, so, like, it would only be appealable to the Japanese.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know, but I like to have something akin to fate and humanity. I know, it's my mistake.
That's adorable.
This coming from the guy who believes in an economic system that only works with humans who are decent. Her only appeal is hentai. Damn it, Abyss!
I just said it was adorable. There's nothing wrong with having hope.
That came out wrong, Zim.
I'm gonna throw out a comment there, but I feel like it would have been inappropriate to do so.
Listen. As long as your hentais don't involve lollies, I won't judge you as harshly.
But I will still judge you very harshly. Just not as harshly as I could have been.
No. I mean, I have nothing... Did you not realize what you said, Zim? Lol? You ready for Dante of Rome League of Legends? Dude, I've been trying to play a new fucking character, and every time I'm about to get her, she either gets banned, or my own teammate bans it. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't think I realized what I said there. No. I don't really have a problem with hentai inherently. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those. I'm not one of those Puritans where it's like, why are you looking at? Oh, I have to have him in the party now. Are you kidding me? No.
I don't really have an opinion towards hentai once I don't watch it. or read it or whatever. Hell, I don't view it.
I don't consume it as a media.
Not a part of the system.
So this is a little off topic in terms of like because it's real life, but do you know if there's going to be any debates for the presidential race or not? I'm just asking right now because I need to like know about my schedule.
There may or may not.
All right.
That's all I know. Said Ashley had a good body, then she said she's a law girl. Lol.
Oh no.
I prefer the other option where they go on the Joe Rogan show.
Dude, I heard about that. Again, a little off topic. We're not going to focus on this for too long. I would.
Why don't we drop it right now?
For Joe Rogan to moderate a debate. That's all I'm going to say.
They made a character the hypothetical daughter of Dante Lucia in League of Legends. Wait, what's the JoJo Wi-Fi theory that he threw out there?
So basically, she's called Samara, and she basically has like something similar. Wait, hang on. Ashley's 19. Carry on, then. No, nothing wrong here. Hentai is fine as long as you don't watch Lowly, Ugly Bastard, NTR, Tentacles, Furry. I don't need to explain anymore.
NTR. What's that?
Combination.
NTR. I don't know what it's called, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's basically when a girl bangs another dude in front of her man, more or less.
Oh, you mean cucking?
I think. Because it's a
We
little...
just call that cheating.
Well, no, yeah, it's basically cheating, but like, usually it's
So
done...
it's a fetish for cheating.
No, usually it's like done by the guy who's doing it to the girl, is like forcing her to do it. That's usually what adds to it. Not like... More like blackmail, specifically, I think. I don't read NTR all that much, but from the examples I've seen, that's like what I've gathered from it.
Whatever. Yeah, I guess. I don't play Resident Evil, so I don't have to do with it.
Ashley apparently is 19, so alright then. My statements all stand. Baki, for those of you who watch Baki, is getting a crossover in the Fist of the North Star mobile game, so I'll be talking about that when that happens. Won't pull on it though, because I try to keep my teams as pure as possible.
A good way for you to, segue into reading the manga and doing some versus matches between them.
Oh yes, because as if I need an excuse to talk about why Fist of the North Star beats your manga. No, I haven't said anything inherently bad. I haven't said anything inherently that would require this to be private. She's short as fuck for 19. She's like my height, Lamau. That's kind of where like I was like, well, hang on, man. She's like a fucking 16-year-old. I'm telling you, them Japanese are fucking crazy. Anyways, where was I? Oh, a lottery apparently. But yeah, no. Honestly, I never played Resident Evil 4. That's like the one Resident Evil game I haven't played of the new ones. I always thought Resident Evil 4 was kind of lame. Everyone's like, oh, it's super fucking good. And I'm like, it looks kind of like trash to me. Excuse me. It seems Mangler doesn't play Resident Evil 4, but I don't think Mangler plays Resident Evil in general. 19 and blonde, carry on then.
Mm-hmm.
If I could like a post, I would like that post. Anyways, where was I? Seriously,
19 and blonde.
Look, man. Your three best hair colors are blonde, redhead, and then blue-haired, but natural blue hair. Correction, she's 20, so okay, so the number just keeps getting higher.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of pre-orders going on for the new consoles now.
I'm still deciding if I'm going to get a 1X or a 1S. Stop yawning, damn it!
Sorry. That one was reflex. That it wasn't actually that tired. So are you doing like the payment plan, or are you just going to pay up front?
I'll probably just pay up front. There's no natural blue hairs in. I know. It's like the mystical fucking blue hair.
Oh wait, we haven't talked to the stream about the huge news.
Oh.
Yes, so can
right.
I deliver it? Can I do it?
You can do it, Mangler. You can do it.
Yes. So, for those of you who are not already aware, you may already be aware of this, but recently we got a news article that confirmed Microsoft has bought ZeniMax. And that basically means they now own Bethesda and all of their properties, which includes Doom, Fallout,
Dishonored.
Scrolls games, Quake, Starlight, Dishonored. There's also other companies on there as well. They own Prey and Rage. The main ones are like Fallout, Skyrim, and Doom. Obviously, those are the huge ones.
Two
They
out of
also
the
own
three I've
Obsidian
tried.
now.
Wait, hang on. Kyle, what was that?
2 out of the 3 of those I've tried, and I didn't like 2 out of the 3 of those.
Damn.
Kyle, you became digital.
It's okay, Kyle. I heard you and your bullshit.
You became the digital world.
My kind of question, honestly, isn't so much if Xbox going to do exclusives. It's, what does this mean for Game Pass? Does that mean that Game Pass is going to get every single new Bethesda game on release?
Does this mean we're gonna get Master Chief side quests in Skyrim, where I get to blow away
Dude,
Whiterun? with
imagine the
assault rifle?
next Skyrim release has Master Chief armor in it.
It's like, you just hear the voice actor like, let's go. And you just go in there and waste everybody in the capital city.
Yes. It's about time Master Chief earned his
Marcus comes along with fucking double lancers.
New DLC for Skyrim, Gears of War Halo mods. Get a fucking actual assault rifle instead of a bow and arrow.
Dude, wait. This means we could get Cuphead in Fallout.
What the
Dude. The possibilities. You, Xbox fangirls talking. I'm sure it's not that you.
An intellectual who's going to get both.
I wanted to get both, but then my brother started bitching at me to not get both because it's a waste of money. And he came in for like an hour, and I'm like, fine, I'll only buy the Xbox One. Jeez Louise.
Were you trying to get both? I mean, it is kind of a waste of money to get both.
I mean, so this is the thing on the table. Like, it's
No. Because you see,
exclusive.
with the Xbox and its backwards compatibility, I'm going to enjoy it to its fullest.
No,
And because I'm getting internet somewhere else, I can now have internet everywhere and stay connected.
Well, what I meant is that
He's referring to me,
most
not you,
consoles, most consoles, you play third-party games on. You may say you buy them for exclusives, but the vast majority of people play third-party games as most of their desktop.
Abyss,
So,
I have a PC. What you're seeing me play Opera Omni on is a PC that can run games. I just got done playing Dead by Daylight on it yesterday. It can run games at like silky smooth 60 frames per second.
me, a primordial being who will have both in PC. I mean, if that works, that seems like a huge amount of money being spent. Especially since like you only need one platform.
Okay, let's be clear for 1 minute. If you're going to buy an Xbox and you already have a PC, you might be better off just sticking with the PC because most of the shit on Xbox is gonna come to PC.
Yeah, that's true. Though the reason...
And usually on the PC, you can enjoy it being modded.
Sort of. Because like Xbox has an app for their Xbox games, which is how I play Xbox on PC. I don't think you can download mods on there. Or
also does depend though. For certain third-party games, you might, if you have enough games, like 6 or more, you might. A lot of PC ports for third-party games are kind of shit. And they're even like ports for exclusives that don't go well because most of those games are intended to be. You have to check on a case-by-case basis.
I'm sorry, Triple. If Ardyn wasn't on the way, I'd be playing something else. I know you're a little bored of seeing the Opera.
People, so I mean, most PC players just want to flex on people, which is why they're like, just join the PC, and it's just like, but that's a lot of work to set that up. No.
Just buy a pre-made PC and upgrade parts as you go along. I'm gonna look into cleaning. I'm gonna clean my PC one of these days. I'm gonna start looking into upgrading some of the parts, maybe see if there's anything for like relatively cheap that makes it better. Fuck, Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna be exclusive for Xbox. Okay, so according to the guy,
that's not what was said. What specifically was said is that there's obviously they're going to titles that will be exclusive to Xbox and PC.
But not all.
Because yeah, and remember, guys, if you hate exclusivity, then tell Sony to go fuck themselves. Okay, don't be the standard here. Don't be the double standard. Because you guys seem to support it 25 when PlayStation's doing it.
So are they seriously flogging Skyrim again?
They might, but now it's gonna make Xbox money instead of just MX.
Ugh.
Now we'll actually go somewhere useful.
Okay, so honestly,
like
I hope Xbox makes Elder Scrolls 6 exclusive to Xbox, just so fucking Sony fanboys can shut the fuck up and take a massive fucking L.
I kind of want that to happen just for them to be like, Skyrim's a shit game anyway.
Thank you.
But no, Skyrim
like, we
is a
don't
shit
want
game.
it, but then I don't play Skyrim, so I don't have an opinion. I just want to hear that and then be like, all right, so what do you feel about Doom? Hang on a sec, I have an opinion on that one. Just be like, so what would you say for me Doom exclusive? Could you take that one?
Well, damn, Zim, that
kind of
hurts.
want that one.
Nah, you have to fucking understand. Do you understand how fucking often no offense, Triple, but do you understand how often we have to hear about fucking exclusives on the PS fucking console? I think it's about time to get a little taste of their own fucking medicine.
Honest to God, and it's not even that. Like, PlayStation also fucks over third-party developers a lot because they take timed exclusivity things on a lot of popular titles. Have you ever played a COD game recently? Activision is like, oh, let's go simp for Sony like a bitch. 1 month exclusivity to this. Oh wait, year-long exclusivity for Modern Warfare to have all its mods or modes. Hoo 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 hoo. Sony's over here raking in the cash.
Fable 2 is stronger than Skyrim. I actually like Fable 2. It's like the only actual good Fable game they made.
Pro consumer Sony. Here we go.
I do, Lamel, the way you said that I almost choked my own spit. Look, Sony fanboys can just take this fucking L. There's a publisher. Oh, what's the sale going on right now? Hang on a minute. Let's take a look at that sale.
It's Activision Blizzard. If it's on Xbox, it's Activision Blizzard. I'm
seeing that Rockstar's also on sale as well. Oh yeah, my brother bought Grand Theft Auto 5 Special Premium Edition. I forgot about that.
I heard Sony's are going to censor games from Japan. Wait. You hear. I mean, they've been doing that for a while.
Final Fantasy. Wait. Is Final Fantasy Remake coming to PC at any point? I thought that was strictly going to stay on PS5. Or PS4 is what I mean. Resident Evils are on sale.
That'd be kind of funny if the first one. That'd be kind of funny if the first one wasn't exclusive and it was timed, but the other ones were.
Fighters. It's coming to PC? Oh, I might actually pick that up then. Wait. Oh, it's Payday. I thought it was Scarface The World Is Yours. There's actually a bunch of sales going on right now, Mangler. Oh, wait, you said Capcom was on sale, right? And the boy abandons me right when I ask him.
Sorry. I was using the restroom.
A bunch of fucking Capcom sales going on right now.
I'm pretty sure it was Activision Blizzard last time I checked.
That might have been yesterday, because right now there's a massive Capcom sale going on right now, along with the Rockstar.
Hello.
You know what?
No, we ain't taking no L's. You act as if Microsoft, the company that like controls the computer industry, didn't give Sony an L the moment they decided to start making games. Like you guys realize they just dropped $7.5 billion. They were like, oops, dropped $7.5 billion out of their wallet to buy Bethesda. Oh, where did that money come from?
Wanda?
Sony's over here struggling to make like several billion a year. They're just like, let me just drop all that money because I already have it. I would call taking an L. I've never understood Microsoft was participating in console wars to begin with because I don't believe you're participating when you already control the market.
Is
and when you can end it
Cyberpunk
at any
going
point in
to?
time.
Cyberpunk is not going to be an exclusive, as far as I know. Cyberpunk is owned by CD Projekt, or not owned, but they're making it based. It's made by CD Projekt Red. Dude,
I was gonna say, like, why would Cyberpunk?
Microsoft needs to buy CD Projekt Red right fucking now and make Cyberpunk exclusive to Xbox One X.
Waiting for Samsung to drop a console, that would be.
Dude, that would.
Wait a minute. Do they own CD Projekt Red?
They do not.
Who's CD Projekt Red?
I fucking wish they would buy it just so they'd make it so that way all. I just want the PS fuckers to suffer the way I suffer.
Also, they said in the article that any games that were already in their development trials, like that have been like in there for like a year or two, they're going to go to their assigned platforms and they won't have any exclusivity. So, if Cyberpunk was owned specifically by Bethesda, which I don't know if it is, somebody told me the publisher, even if it was, it's not going to be exclusive to Xbox.
Xbox be like, we'll compensate you for the sales loss.
Like,
Mangler, you're lagging.
Microsoft doesn't exclusivity either.
Mangler, you're lagging. If Cyberpunk was an exclusive, that'd be the best fucking thing ever. That would be amazing. That'd be immaculate. Because all the Sony boys are going to have to bitch about exclusives, and then they're going to have to realize how much of a bunch of fucking hypocrites they are. Oh my god. Oh, that would be fucking... That'd be like top... That'd be like one of the best fucking things ever. I sound way too excited for this.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. So, I don't like it when Microsoft tends to do their exclusive stuff.
And now he's gone.
Anti-consumer. Guy.
Huh. I guess Xbox Series X is also having a problem as well. Fair enough. Poor Mangler, maybe you should buy a PC. Guess what Google Stadia will destroy Xbox, Lamau? Microsoft is worth more than Google. And Kyle just sits there in the corner like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
I just don't care.
Damn. Well, imagine talking about the console war when you buy both consoles.
I'm like Sweden
Right.
during
Am I
World
back
War II.
this time?
You mean you're in Axis Power?
I'll side with whoever gets to me first.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I don't tend to like exclusivity. That's my stance. The reason why I'd support Xboxes over everyone else's is because they offer it on PC, which is another platform entirely. You have to have a Windows PC, but pretty much everybody in the world is a Windows PC. It's like 87-ish% of all the computers in the world are Windows PCs. So, or use like Windows desktop. So, that's really the same thing. Whereas like Sony made their games like perfectly exclusive from the get-go and fucks over third-party developers generally. Whereas like Xbox doesn't really do that kind of timed exclusivity. They've only done that like I think on a couple occasions when gens start, and that was usually only in the instance of like Dead Rising 3.
Which was the worst.
Can everyone still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you. I'm just waiting for you to finish your speech.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read the chat. Guess what? Google Stadia will destroy Xbox. Funny of you. That's adorable of you to believe that Google Stadia will destroy anything. Like,
didn't Google Stadia already get beat because Xbox just released their Xbox Cloud publicly?
I mean, I'm assuming there's other stuff, but yeah, that could be one of the reasons. I was just gonna say, like, guys, you understand that, like, Sony, in terms of estimated net worth right now, Microsoft is about $1 trillion. Sony is not even like $100 billion. For reference, they just dropped $7.5 billion in like the last week to purchase Bethesda. Okay, so they effectively dropped less than like 8% of Sony's entire company's net worth in the history of their existence. Dropped it in like a week to purchase Bethesda.
Okay.
I
So
don't understand why people
okay,
tell me there's a
hang on,
war when you can just buy up whatever you want. Have you guys played this thing called Monopoly? I'll tell you how it works.
deep fried
Go
Oreos are
ahead,
the best
Zim.
carnival food. Good lord.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Zim.
so
Keep going.
unfortunately, in order to take care of Video Mangler, I do have to end the stream a little early. So we're gonna be in, so as soon as I'm done with this mission, the stream will be over.
We can wait a little. We can wait a little.
No, because my mom just came in here. And, my mom just came here and asked me to do something else. So like I gotta take care of like that more or less now. So
all right.
I'm sorry. Microsoft is Disney at gaming. Damn.
Well, you're not wrong. That's what I've been trying to tell people. It's just like you think like Sony's gonna like Sony competes like Microsoft at any point in time could just be like I'm buying most of the third-party studios because most people play third-party games anyway. And it's like, well, okay. Like we'll see how quickly just how quickly you value Sony exclusives when the vast majority of your library is gone. Just they can do that at any point in time. The reason Microsoft doesn't want to do that is because people would fucking hate them for it. They're kind of trying to at least pretend to be consumer friendly.
I mean, you act like they're not with their like fucking Game Pass and shit, but that's not here nor there.
They are consumer friendly, but it hurts their current status if they're showing cases of that, and then they're just like, we'll buy up every third party company, and then everybody's like, well, we're just fucked. We have to buy Xbox now. And while that would make them a
should
tremendous
make
amount of money,
some more money, or they should let Spider-Man be on other consoles.
you guys seem to forget that like they've been in a monopoly before. They have a monopoly now in the computer industry. So, like, they don't want to repeat those events. They always want to have competition so that various governments around the world aren't like, hey, you can't like control all the shares of like everything in this industry. And then,
well, it's also that competition also helps boost sales because people like don't really feel like upgrading shit if you're the only one making stuff. That's why.
It's better to have competition than it is to have one person producing everything.
Yeah, that's why Microsoft bought out Apple, or helped buy out Apple during that Tech Expo. If you've ever seen that event.
Yep. The government was like, you control way too much net worth. You need to like give money to Apple, so you can have competition.
No,
we're gonna like tax the shit out of you for being a monopoly.
The government had nothing to do with that. Microsoft just knew that like having a competitor like Apple would be way fucking better for business than not having a competitor. So they bought out. So they helped Apple out.
Well, no, it's there are rules on monopoly that you can't like that have already been set in place as a result of like the 1920s. So they were going to violate those rules
but there were
eventually.
already Apple's the biggest competitor, but there were already other people making computers.
Well, I understand. I was just saying like they needed to at least make it seem like they were like, all right, we know our place.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go and let you guys go on that one. Thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. Since Ardyn's coming out tomorrow, expect to stream sometime tomorrow as well, because I'll probably be streaming my polls for Ardyn and playing some Ardyn. So thank you guys for your time as always, and have a nice day. Told you.
No, where's the Capcom